Hello and welcome back to Taste Toast Travel. I'm Tara,
And John.
and we are getting into the Michelin Guide today because I
Hey,
feel like you
buy
really
some
can't have
tires.
a I feel like you really can't have a podcast on food and drink and travel and culture
Talking about the
without
Michelin guide, huh?
talking about the Michelin Guide.
Fair.
And I'm trying to remember how this came up. We heard it somewhere recently. It was on TV, maybe
Or
another podcast.
Michelin guide?
There was
Oh,
like something it came across my desk recently. And I realized I was like, I don't really know where this comes from.
hmm.
I know very high level, which if you are listening or watching this, if you're watching on YouTube, might know as well, that it stemmed from like Michelin, like the tires, and we will get into all of that. But I feel like for most of us, that's maybe kind of the extent that we might know. And as I was thinking about the Michelin Guide, I was like, how do they get stars? How do they lose a star? Like all
Mm-hmm.
these just random things,
Sure.
like how many Michelin star restaurants there are, all the things. So we're gonna have a fun little history lesson today.
Fantastic.
But because it's us, we try and make it fun. So not a total snooze fest. But before we get into that, we have a little wine news
No,
situation thing to cover.
it's just that time of the
Yearly
year.
release, I should say.
That
And
time of the year.
we're going to be talking about Beaujolais Nouveau.
Yeah, Beaujolais Nouveau.
Very excited.
Super fun.
Before we get into that, if you do want to skip over this part, this is going to be this will be quick, and we love Beaujolais Nouveau, and it has what I like to consider kind of like a little bit of a cult following. It's always kind of like a big release every year, so I think it's going to be a fun one. But if you are genuinely not as interested in that, I want to just get to Michelin Guide things.
Please listen to what I have to
You,
say.
this is John's
This
part,
is
you
probably why I
guys.
got into wine, this
Give
kind
him
of stuff.
no way. The
Yeah.
Beaujolais
There's
Nouveau.
like a lot of
Okay.
history, cool history.
All right. Well, hang
Like
around.
random weird stuff.
But if you're really wanting to skip ahead, there are chapter markers and things where you can easily get to the next section.
Yeah.
But
But
again, we'll
if
keep
you're
this one
sticking
short and
around, you better be ready.
sweet.
This is a cool story.
Is it? Well, again, this is something where I mean, I work in the wine industry, but I don't specialize in French wine and all the things, and I know again the kind of basics of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hand it off to you. So, by the way, when this particular episode is going to be launching, it is just before the release of Beaujolais
Beaujolais,
Nouveau.
yeah.
Yeah,
Beaujolais
and when it
Day is
typically
the third
is.
Thursday of November.
Yes. So very timely that we're having this conversation. So yeah, I'll kick it over to you.
The year is 1395.
Oh
No,
God. This is
it
that's
actually
such a
is.
you starting. Take us back.
So we're in Burgundy.
That intro totally, that was amazing.
So we're in Burgundy,
Okay.
and it's 1395.
Uh-huh. Maybe kind of a cloudy, crisp
A
day
very
in
moody
fall.
French day, whatever.
Wait,
And
again, and sorry, where in France are
we're
I
in
wasn't paying attention.
we're in the very well, we're in Burgundy.
Okay, so for those of
So
geographically
it's like
challenged people who maybe don't know.
southeast-ish.
Okay.
Not the Rhone, it's north of Rhone, but Beaujolais is between Burgundy generally and the northern Rhone.
Okay.
So it's
Because
like
not everyone knows
the
where that is.
southernmost reaches of like the Burgundy area.
Okay.
So in 1395, which
Wow,
was a bit ago,
it was a hot minute ago.
1395, Duke Philip the Bold
That's amazing.
was like,
What? You can't make this shit
I
up.
want Burgundy about Pinot. I don't want none of this Gamay stuff
Okay.
interfering with my Pinot. So
Picky
he
much?
decreed that all Gamay be ripped out because it's a dirty grape.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
That's
no.
so dramatic.
So he decrees if you have Gamay and Burgundy, you have to rip it out. It's a dirty, filthy grape, and
Drama king.
it's not up to the standards of Pinot Noir.
Oh my gosh, that's so French. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
I
very
say that
French.
with love, by the way.
Yeah.
But
And so he decrees this, so all the Gamay gets ripped out of Beaujolais, or gets ripped out of Burgundy, and so
man,
they get kind of sequestered into being able to grow Gamay in the southern reaches in this area of Beaujolais, right?
Okay.
So it's the same as it was back in 1395. They haven't moved any
That's
outlines. I
amazing.
know, it's the weirdest thing.
I think it's so cool.
Yeah, this is why I got into wine. It's like fascinating that like
Yeah.
in 1395 was like, this is how it's gonna be. And everyone was like, okay, and no one thought to change it since then. They're just like, we'll keep it.
Just, yeah,
Like
can't be bothered.
Philip the Bold must have been onto something. Like, what a dork. And so
It's called tradition,
yeah,
sweetie. We don't have that
yeah.
here.
And so all the Beaujolais uh grapes, which are made from Gamay, are grown in that southern region of Burgundy
Okay.
now. So there's no Gamay in like the southern Burgundy or northern Burgundy. It's like its own little area of Beaujolais. And so to celebrate and kind of commemorate the ending of harvest time,
Mm-hmm.
they make a wine which is called Beaujolais Nouveau.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a very, very simple wine made from Gamay where they what
So it's basically celebrating the fact that this is like the little bit of Gamay that was like allowed to
no
be.
no 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 no
I'm
no
okay. Now I'm confused.
This is just they just released Beaujolais Nouveau because it's just like harvest is done with everyone. This
I thought you
isn't
just got
just
done saying all the Gamay was ripped out.
yeah, but it's in Beaujolais now.
Oh, okay. I missed something along the way there. Okay, got it.
Remember when I was
Yeah, and you
let
were
me
saying.
rewind. So they're sequestered in the southern reaches of Burgundy now.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So the third Thursday
yeah. Oh my god.
generally is where everyone was like agreed like that's the day that we
It's
want
so
to
random. It's
celebrate
like
the end of harvest, the end of, wine production. And so everyone makes a very simple wine called Beaujolais Nouveau,
mhm.
where it is just carbonic maceration. Well, or so, yeah. So,
Break it down for us lay
yeah.
people, Mr. Som.
So, what happens with carbonic is basically usually like when you make wine, you like crush everything up and let it ferment.
Right.
So, with carbonic, there's different ways of doing it, but like what you do is basically just dump all the grapes on each other,
Okay.
and like there's all the stems and everything is with it, right?
Yeah.
But the weight on the top is crushing the grapes underneath.
Right.
So all the grapes start fermenting, even if they're just full grapes, like they're not broken or anything, they ferment
Uh,
inside of them.
okay.
And so
Just because of the weight, the heat, the whatever. Like.
yeah, because they you need something to kick off the fermentation, really. So
Mm-hmm.
the weight of everything on top is crushing everything on the bottom, which is creating like juice and all that, and
That's
that
so
starts
wild.
fermenting, and then that gets into all the other grapes that aren't even broken, right? It's just a cluster of grapes that
Yeah, yeah,
starts
yeah.
fermenting on the inside of the grape.
So what happens to the grapes on top? They just kind of don't get
No,
put
they
in
do.
the.
They start fermenting, even if they're not crushed.
Oh, okay. Because it kicks it off and then it just gets into everything
Yeah,
else. And
yeah, yeah.
oh, okay.
Like whole
Wow.
berry fermentation.
Oh, sure. Okay.
And so that gives you really interesting characteristics like bubble gum and like these just really like fruity like flavors and smells, right?
Right.
And it's just like a really kind of like fun, simple, meant to be drank immediately. You don't age it; it's trash. Like
It's
you have to drink it quickly, but it's
called
fun.
Nouveau for
Yeah,
a
it's
reason.
fun and delicious, and
It is a fun wine.
just kind of like it's become a like a tradition and stuff around
Yeah.
like especially Europe and like France and all that. So it's like Beaujolais Nouveau and like I know there's places here like some wine bars do
Yeah, I was gonna say because
Beaujolais
America gets
Nouveau
pretty
Day,
into it.
and so probably the most
I
famous
think they sell it
one.
at like Trader Joe's and stuff. Probably.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen a lot more of it in the recent probably like 5 to 10 years, but
Mm-hmm.
there's like a few producers that are known for it, but it's a lot of bars do like Beaujolais Nouveau Day, and you can
Yeah.
like come and like usually it's like you can try some Beaujolais Nouveau, but then they have all the other Beaujolais there, and you can drink those
Right.
and stuff like that. So it's just like a kickstart to like fall
Yeah.
harvest ending that sort of thing.
It reminds me of we were talking about this earlier before we started recording. Pliny the Elder, like beer. Or
Mm-hmm.
not Pliny the Elder, right?
Younger, Pliny the
That's in
Younger.
Pliny the Younger. Yeah, I knew
Yeah.
it was one of the two.
But
Yeah.
probably the most famous that really kind of started it all is George DeBoeuf.
Mm. Okay, I was wondering if there's like a famous
Yeah, that one you'll probably see the most, George
producer.
DeBoeuf. And then I think Louis Jadot has done one before, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure like George DeBoeuf is like the most famous. I've had that one many times.
And it's good.
Yeah, it has a very distinct label. It's kind of like colorful, like
I think I know what
yeah.
that looks
It's like
like.
and Beaujolais Nouveau is so cheap. It's like $10, right?
Yeah.
It's just like not meant to be. It doesn't get aged
It's
in
like not pretentious
anything.
at all. It's
They
super
just
fun.
ferment it and turn it into wine, and then they just bottle it immediately and sell it immediately. Like
So from like when it's literally harvested,
it's
fermented,
literally
bottled
like the
all in
Beaujolais
the same season.
Nouveau that we'll drink this year will be from 2025.
Yeah, so like within
Yeah,
the last month or two.
exactly.
That's really
Yeah,
cool.
they picked it and fermented it, and
You
so
can
it's
tell
like
too when you drink
yeah,
it. It is
it's like
there's
almost
zero age.
effervescent and stuff.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
It's
it's just
different. It's
super young
I
and
would say
fun.
it's an acquired taste, I guess. I mean, it still tastes, like wine, but
Yeah,
it's just yeah.
it's just kind of fun.
Hmm.
But I just really enjoy the history of it and like
That's
why
so cool. I didn't
Beaujolais
know
came to
that
be where it's at is because this freaking
this
dude.
guy.
Honestly, I think I've like read different things about it where he was like afraid that like Gamay would take too much like sales away from Pinot or
Oh
like
God,
too
I know. I was
much
like, what did Gamay ever do
notoriety
to him?
from Pinot, but Gamay is super fun.
I don't have enough Gamay. I don't
Honestly,
play
around
around with
here it's
it.
hard to find.
Yeah,
Like
it
they have
is.
some like pretty like mediocre like Beaujolais village level like wine, but they
Mm,
don't usually have like any of the Cru Beaujolais like
right.
any like the very famous places like
That's a bummer. And we're in
around. You
like,
have to go to
especially
like
for where we are
specialty
in
wine shops
California.
to find those, but
Yeah.
the shit part of it is like because of it's so delicious and like cheaper, the prices of them have gone up and up and up and up now.
Right.
There used to be where you could get Cru Beaujolais for like 20-25 bucks, like some like fantastic wine, like 25 bucks.
Yeah.
But it's gone up to like 40, fifty
Oh my
dollars.
God. For
Yeah.
something that's like,
Not Nouveau.
oh, okay. Oh, all right. All right.
Not Nouveau.
I was
Just
gonna
Cru
say,
Beaujolais.
like,
Nouveau is
what?
always like 10 bucks.
Yeah. Well, if
Maybe
there's
with inflation
zero
and
age on it,
tariffs,
it's
it's
like,
probably like 12 bucks.
yeah, I was gonna say no. Okay, that's interesting about Beaujolais and just like
Hmm.
Gamay and stuff in general.
Hmm.
Yeah. Interesting. Cool.
Hmm.
Fun little history I didn't know.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what I
I
got
wish
in
we were
wine.
drinking one, but again, as of when we're recording, it's not out yet. So maybe the next
Yeah,
episode.
we'll get some.
Yeah.
I'm drinking wine. You're not.
Mm-hmm. What are you drinking?
I don't know. It was
Looks
on the
Pinot
counter.
esque. It was on the
No, just kidding. It's
counter.
Pinot.
Is that a Carneros? Pinot, that's one from around here. Anderson Valley, maybe? Do you know what you're drinking?
Yeah, it's Carneros.
So again, for those who don't know or don't remember, Carneros is between Napa and Sonoma. It's a great,
It's actually
little.
both Napa. It's in Napa and Sonoma.
Yeah, well, I was thinking the region straddles both.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I know things. It's not like you grew up here or anything. All right, switching gears. Thanks for that little history lesson. I'm on to mine now.
Yeah, what were you talking about?
The origins of the Michelin Guide.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Well, we're here to dig
I
into
think I
today.
remember. So correct me if I'm wrong.
Are you gonna try and like tell the story?
I'm gonna
and then
guess. I'm gonna guess what the original thing was.
I'm not gonna tell you.
I think it was a guide that came out from Michelin Tires that was like on a road trip. These are places you should stop and eat or something like that with our tires or some shit like that.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell my story, and this will answer your question. So, buckle up.
Blink twice and I'm right.
Pun not intended on that one, but buckle up.
Oh, so I was right.
Because we're talking about cars. I thought that was so funny. Okay, did that go over your head?
And the Michelin Man.
Anyway, so the Michelin Guide was created in 1900 by brothers Andre and Edouard Michelin.
Were they making tires back then?
Founders of the Michelin Tire Company in France.
So they were making tires in 1900? That's crazy.
Right? So, by the way, I did not know how French originated this was. Did you hear anything I just said?
French originated. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was started by brothers.
You didn't know that
Andre
Michelin
and
was
Edouard.
French?
Well, I mean, no, okay, so of course the last name, sure,
Michelin.
but I thought they were in the U.S.
Oh, you're
when
funny.
this was all started.
Oh,
like for some reason, I was thinking like Henry Ford
He's so cute.
type. I know. Anyway, So the purpose of creating this guide was to encourage more driving and thus more
More
tire
tire
sales.
sales.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Clever.
you could almost think of it as like one of the earliest types of like content marketing
Mhm.
kind of. That's kind of funny. So the guide was first free and aimed to provide practical information for motorists, maps, tire repair shops, fuel stations, hotel listings, and where to eat along the road. It's essentially like Google Maps right now. That's what I think of it as.
Interesting.
I literally have Google Maps in my brain, and I'm like, coffee
Like, I
shops,
know the origin of
fuel.
Michelin, but like in the Michelin guide, but I don't know where the stars came from. So continue.
Oh, well, I'm going to get to that.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yes. So at the time, cars were rare, of course, definitely 1900s, and roads were challenging. So any information that made travel easier was very valuable back then. Man, this is stuff we take advantage of now. Isn't that wild?
Hey, I remember having to print out
Oh my
MapQuest
God, I know.
and then go through the turns and
Yeah.
shit, and like,
So
and then you miss a turn or whatever, and you're like, where was it? What page?
I know. I swear, you know what's hilarious? I swear we're not that old, you guys.
Kids
But
have it
like,
way easy nowadays.
this was like early days of us driving.
This was
yeah.
like, yeah, I just
So,
remember using it when I was 16.
yeah. So initially, the guide focused on general travel tips and convenience. It wasn't until 1926 that Michelin began awarding stars to fine dining establishments, a system that became world renowned.
Apparently.
So the star system: 1 star, a very good restaurant in its category; 2 stars, excellent cooking, worth a detour; 3 stars, exceptional cuisine with worth a special journey. So the stars were designed to be highly selective and objective, relying on anonymous inspectors who followed rigorous evaluation criteria. That is still true today.
Yeah,
it is all
Yeah,
anonymous
yeah.
and all the things. So the reason it's so kind of influential is because, as I mentioned, inspectors visit restaurants without revealing their identity, sometimes multiple times, to ensure consistency.
Wow.
So they do their homework here. This practice gave the guide credibility that was very rare in early 20th century publishing. So, of course, goes without saying, receiving a star could transform the restaurant's fortune overnight. Kind of a big deal, right? So, Michelin itself calls it the Michelin effect. Eye roll.
They do.
So, some restaurants see bookings obviously skyrocket. Meanwhile, if you lose a star, it can be quite devastating, right? Not a good look. This always makes me think of like Ratatouille. Like, obviously, it wasn't like the Michelin. Yeah. It wasn't like the Michelin stars, but it was, I mean, they had to have been
it was
a
like
play on words
in that
of this.
they had like 5 stars, but like whatever.
Yeah. So the guide helped elevate French cuisine onto a global stage, establishing Paris and other French cities as culinary capitals. So to talk about its kind of global expansion for a moment. So for decades, the Michelin Guide focused exclusively on France. See, this is the stuff I felt so silly. I didn't know this. So post World War II, it slowly expanded into neighboring European countries. But today, the guide covers many global cities, of course, New York, Tokyo, Hong Kong, LA, adapting to local culinary cultures while maintaining strict evaluation standards. Always got to get that high bar of quality in there. In some countries, traditional dining styles where informal establishments challenge Michelin's formal star-based criteria, leading to debate about cultural bias and relevance. You know what's so funny about this? To bring it back to wine for a second, it kind of reminds me, I guess you could really say this about like any movies, like kind of anything. It's just critics in general.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's so funny because at least, we'll speak about wine because we know a lot about wine. I've struggled a little bit with wine critics and ratings and wineries and wine, like caring so much about certain critics. Like it gets to the point where they're even like adjusting how they create their wine and how they make it even taste to please a certain palate, i.e. a Robert Parker or whoever, and back in the day, because he's retired.
Who?
Robert Parker.
Yeah.
Has been for a while. Yeah. So anyway, it's Robert Parker. Who else am I thinking? Oh, Jeb Dunnick's still around. Anyway, I digress. It's just interesting, and I don't know that restaurants are as guilty of that as wineries and stuff are. And I get it. Like, unfortunately, I think in wine, people really do pay attention to acclaim and the 95 point, things in
Mm-hmm.
hundreds and
Mm-hmm.
whatever, like it does matter. I just sometimes wish it didn't as much because
I think it
everyone's tastes
matters.
are so
It
subjective.
matters more for restaurants.
What, critics and stuff, or
The like
like
the
acclaim,
like
or
the
what are you talking?
stars and stuff like that. Because there's like
Yes.
specific guidelines you have to follow.
Well, no.
Like
Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna dig into that. I'm just saying, just in general, the idea of like critics and people rating and all of these things. It's just always a little bit funny to me, I guess. Again, even with movies, I'm the type of person that I need to go see the movie myself to make a decision. I'm
sure,
not. Same with wine, same with food, same with ever. Or with whatever. I just can't let someone else tell me what to like eat or go see or whatever.
yeah,
Like, I get why people need a little bit of a guiding light with it sometimes, but yeah, it's just funny.
yeah.
But with restaurants,
I
I
don't know.
get it. And
Yeah,
they probably go into more detail, and the way that they do this, which I'll get into in a second, like sure, it makes a difference. But I don't know. It's just interesting to me. So, I also don't know if you knew this. There is a red guide and a green guide. Did you know that?
I don't think I knew that.
So the red guide, Rouge, is famous for its restaurant ratings. The green guide, Vert,
Of course,
slowly starting to work on my French, you
of
guys. It
course.
hasn't really kicked in yet, but it's fine.
Mm-mm.
Thank you, Duolingo. Focuses on travel and sightseeing, highlighting points of interest beyond food.
Cool.
Even today, the red guide is considered the global gold standard for dining.
Yeah,
So that's pretty cool.
yeah. We've eaten at many on the red list.
Have we?
Sure.
Oh, okay, so we were talking about this earlier. We've eaten
We've eaten
one
at
that I know of
we eaten at a
in
Michelin
Amalfi.
star. We ate at one Michelin star in Florence. You were right. I remember. We did eat there.
Because we were literally in preparation. I didn't tell him anything that I was going to talk about today, but we were laughing. I was like, "Yeah, we went to one in Florence, didn't we?" And I could not remember
Yeah.
the name,
I can't remember the name, but
so we
we
did.
did. It was actually amazing, and it
I'll
wasn't
try
even
and
that
figure out which one.
expensive. It
No,
was
it wasn't.
fantastic.
It
It was
was
so easy.
beautiful.
But yeah, there and then so that was a 1 star Michelin restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and then we did go to a restaurant in Amalfi
Positano.
in
Yeah.
Positano that was on the Michelin Guide.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. Which was amazing. What did I say the name of it was? Well, actually, it's interesting. If anyone's wondering, just happens to be curious. I did look it up. It's called Da Vincenzo Positano, but according to Google Maps, at least it said it was temporarily closed. So I don't know what's going on
Don't know.
with that. And I even tried to like book a reservation just to like see it, and it was like
Yeah.
months in advance. It
Let me
wasn't.
look.
So I don't know. Maybe it's temporarily closed for some reason, but it was phenomenal, and it felt it deserved at least one or two Michelin stars. It was incredible, and like on this kind of
No, that
cliff.
wasn't the place we went.
It wasn't.
We may have been there, but we went to next to. Next to.
Oh, that is right. Well, both were great. Although I do remember at next to, it was kind of a bummer. I don't know if it's because we like went late, but do you remember we like couldn't order
Yeah, we got there
certain but
late, and so they're like, "Yeah, oh, this we're sold out of this, we're sold out of that."
well,
Yeah,
we didn't like actually we didn't we were to clarify. We were not late for our reservation. I think our reservation was at like 8:30
no, I think it was later than
or
that.
not. Maybe it was
It was
later,
like
but
9.
yeah, which it's not that late.
But I mean, yeah, I
Not
mean,
late
it's
in
like
Italy.
you sell out of stuff.
But I don't know. Yeah, so it was interesting. I mean, I think that's like our one thing is like we would have just apparently had an earlier reservation, which I
Yeah,
never thought I'd say in Italy, but here we are.
I was like, "Can I get this?" Nope, sold out.
Yeah, there's like
I
at
was like,
least a
"How about
couple
this?" Nope, sold out.
couple things.
I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay, what do you have?"
Right.
He's like, "This,
We
and
have a
this." I was like, "I'll
salad.
have that."
It was good from what I remember, but yeah, it was
Yeah,
lesson learned, I guess.
that was good.
So anyway, so Michelin's early guides, of course, not only shaped culinary taste, but also encouraged tourism in previously overlooked regions, which is really cool. Kind of gets people off the beaten path. I think especially back then, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like as opposed to just like,
yeah,
oh, go to like the big popular places.
yeah.
Like so it really kind of created that link between
Do you have
travel and gastronomy.
on there like the first 3-star Michelin?
I don't have the first. You can Google that if
I
you
already
want,
know
but
it.
I do have some of the top 3-star ones that I'm going to share.
Right now or back then or
No, right now.
the first one is in Lyon.
Is it? Oh, how'd you know that?
Because I know things.
Oh,
And it
telling you
is,
guys.
it's like mother.
Michelin, of course, remains a gold standard. It has faced criticism for favoring traditional French techniques over local or innovative
Fair
cuisines
enough.
and for contributing to high pressure environments for chefs.
Mm-hmm.
I can only begin to imagine. That is kind of crazy.
Well, that's why a lot of 3-star Michelin's like close because the chefs are like, this isn't sustainable. For
Wow.
instance, Noma in Copenhagen,
That was delicious.
we never ate there.
Oh, we didn't?
No, we tried, but they were
Oh,
closed.
I thought,
They were
okay.
closed for the holidays.
Oh,
But we did eat
holy
at
hell.
great
Okay,
restaurants.
I got confused. All right, yeah. No, there's, yes. To all of them. We had a great
So
time in
yeah,
Copenhagen.
it was Noma.
I was like, that's so good. You don't know what the hell you're
Like,
talking
nope, we
about.
didn't eat there.
I
You would definitely know.
There was one where we like you first walked in, we kind of ate near the window. It was like a
Yeah,
two-story thing. It was really pretty.
yeah, it was a
Anyway,
cool
don't know
spot.
what that restaurant was. We'll have to
So
look it up though.
Noma was like the best
Noma,
restaurant like
okay.
3, 4, or 5 years in a row, and then he was just announced like we're closing.
The chef?
Mhm.
Wow.
We're closing, and
That's
so
crazy.
it was just like not a sustainable business model to
Yeah.
be like that creative all the time, relying on interns that you're not paying to like he had like 60 people in his kitchen
Oh my
coming
God.
up with like all these
What?
crazy ideas, and
Oh,
like
that sounds
it's just yeah, and it's
exhausting.
just like so much stress every day because people come in expecting to like
Be
be
wow.
blown away by whatever you're doing, and it's
Yeah.
just like how can you do that every single night?
That's
It's
wild.
just you can't.
French Laundry doesn't have Michelin stars, do they?
Yeah, it's 3 stars.
French Laundry is?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I kind of, and I guess they are constantly coming up with new, but
No,
they,
no, they're not.
but okay, also again, that's, yeah. So how does,
They just do what they've been
wow.
doing.
And they
They're
just
French cuisine.
don't care. They're
Yeah,
just
no.
like, they just own it.
Keep doing what you have 3 stars. Keep doing what
Love
you're
that
doing.
for them. Interesting.
Yeah, they've had 3 stars for a while.
Wow. That
Yeah.
did not make my top 10, by the way. So that's interesting.
Yeah. There's a lot of criticism right now, like you were just saying,
Hmm.
about a lot of the classic French restaurants being very uptight and like
Hmm.
too like stuffy.
Interesting. I
Yeah.
could kind of see that, I
Versus
guess.
like a place here in Healdsburg in Sonoma County,
Yeah.
Single Thread,
Hmm.
which is more of like a modern 3 star, which is
Yeah.
like Asian fusion.
Hmm.
So it's very modern and like kind of like lighter in like
Yeah.
both food, but also in like atmosphere
Right.
versus French Laundry, where it's like you can't go there without like a
Oh,
dinner
it's like a
jacket.
whole thing.
Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
to be, women have to be dressed a certain way, men have to be dressed a certain way.
Hmm.
I mean, it's like your classic like white glove service, that sort of thing. And some
Yeah.
people just don't resonate with that.
I can, yeah, I
It,
get it.
yeah. And I think
I can
it's
see why.
super fun and I enjoy it.
Like going to 3 Michelin star restaurants.
Going to French Laundry is fantastic. Great
I have
time.
not been, but you have.
If you have the
Yes.
means, I highly recommend it.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's a once in a lifetime
Super
experience for some
fun.
people,
Great
if
experience.
that. Yeah. I mean, listen, as you and
The
Jeremy Clarkson like to say, I'll have it if it's there.
Yeah, the one thing I will say about going to any 3-star Michelin restaurant,
Hmm.
try not to put it on a pedestal. Don't expect to go to a 3-star Michelin and have it be this life-changing meal.
Hmm.
It's not going to live up to your expectations.
Okay.
It's
Why'd you
going to
say
be
that?
amazing and it's going to be a great, great experience and the food is going to be exquisite, but like it's not going to be like this life-changing experience where like
Which a lot of people would think it would be.
yeah, no,
You're
it's
just like,
totally
it's
because like you hear about like 3-star Michelin restaurants, right? You hear like about all of it, and it's just like you get it built up in your head so much of
right.
like it's gonna be like how am I gonna eat like a commoner ever again, right? But it's like it's not even like that. It's good food and it's in a great experience,
Yeah.
and like people there, like the
Service, and
service
it's
is
like, it's
just
all of
like
it.
just pristine. Everything, every little detail is taken care
Just
of. But
thought
like
of, yeah.
it's not gonna be like you're not gonna walk away and be like, oh my god, how am I gonna eat at home ever again? It's not like
Right. I
that.
think you have to just appreciate it for what it is and that it is a special experience. And listen, unless you're like a really, really rich person that can do those things more often,
Look,
but
and
I
like
almost feel like that takes some of the specialness out of
like
it a little
I'm like
bit.
a
I don't know.
foodie, I would say.
Yeah.
Like I
Well,
love
yeah, it's why we
food.
have this podcast.
Yeah, and it's like it's not something that it's just don't put it on a pedestal. Just try
Mm.
and enjoy it for what it is, but don't expect to just be like your mind is blown.
Truthfully, I have had some incredibly memorable and wonderful and very high quality food and service and everything that were not even Michelin star
Yeah.
anything.
I find that a lot more, and like I had a fantastic time there though. It was a great time.
You're like 10 out of 10 would recommend. Just don't get your hopes up.
Yeah. Just don't
Interesting message.
don't expect to be just like, I don't know. It's cool, but like,
Just have realistic
yeah,
expectations.
be realistic about it. It's a restaurant making you food.
Yeah. Well, that's good advice. Well, so speaking of how they're added to the guide, let alone getting stars on top of it. So I didn't know some of this. Restaurants are not allowed to apply themselves. Michelin inspectors select candidates based on research, tips, and local knowledge.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's cool.
They look for consistency, quality, creativity, and service. That's like what they're judged on, essentially. So the process often starts with multiple anonymous visits to assess different meals, dishes, and dining experiences. And they keep the process secretive. So restaurants often don't know they're being considered until they receive a star. That's like so cool. Like, could you imagine? And you're just like,
Yeah.
what?
Oh, I guess I have a star now.
Who, me?
Let's make everything more expensive.
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, they visit without revealing their identity and pay for their meals. Just for their regular customers, which I guess is the point. And yeah, like I said, they get inspected several times before the star is awarded. And star decisions are made collectively by Michelin's team of inspectors to ensure fairness.
Cool.
So I guess I'm not clear if it's like the same inspector every time or it's like different inspectors, which is what I would
Sounds like it's
imagine.
a couple people.
Yeah.
At least.
But yeah, so like I said, the criteria, though kept partially secret, is, as I mentioned, the quality of ingredients, mastery of cooking techniques, harmony of flavors, consistency across visits and dishes, and the personality of the cuisine. So how much the chef style shines through. I can see why chefs would be like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of chefs are getting away from it.
That's very intense.
Yeah.
So here's how restaurants can lose a star, because this is the juicy tea that I want. So a decline in quality. So a drop in ingredient quality, technical skill, or consistency can result in losing a star. Change in the dining experience, poor service, inconsistencies in menu execution, or failure to maintain standards. Chef departure. If the head chef leaves, Michelin may reevaluate the restaurant because much of the star's prestige is tied to the chef's vision and execution. That's fair. And this is where I was wondering. I'm just like, are they just randomly auditing? How do they know if the quality's worse? Like, are they checking? So there's an annual reevaluation. So every starred restaurant is inspected regularly to ensure it still meets the Michelin standards. So no star is permanent.
Right.
That's intense.
Well, a very famous restaurant here that lost a star.
What was it?
Bouchon.
Oh, yeah.
So there used to be 1 star and there to 0 stars.
Ooh.
So I don't actually know why, but
not a good look. Well, actually, and that's what's so funny. So
I bet you some chefs are just like, we don't want the star anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna get to that in a second. So the impact, of course, losing a star can be financially and reputationally significant. Of course, there could be a lot of media coverage and public attention around that, which there probably was for Bouchon, even though I completely forgot that they lost one. People forget. So some restaurants actually return their Michelin stars voluntarily, either because they want less pressure or to focus on a more relaxed dining experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you gotta just be like in it to win it.
Yeah.
For the long haul. I don't know.
Yeah. Different style.
Yeah. So quick stats here. How many starred restaurants are there in the world? I bet you were wondering that.
Let me guess.
Okay. So this was, I'm not going to say it. I'll let you guess. But as of the 2024 editions, I'm not sure when the 2025 comes out. But anyway, so according to that, what do you think?
170. Is there more or less?
So 1 or more stars. We're not talking just 3 stars here. So how many restaurants do you think have 1 or more stars?
Oh, just a star in general.
Yes. Any guess will do.
I know, I'm thinking.
Oh my God. Do you really want to calculate this, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying. 300?
A range?
300?
Oh, sweetie.
More?
Oh, that's cute.
More? Like, is it more? Don't tell me 500. More?
Yes.
Really?
3,589.
That's way more than I thought.
Yes, me
How many
too.
3 stars?
Stop reading my mind. Get out of here. The breakdown estimates approximately 2,954 restaurants with 1 star,
Oh, wow. Wait, okay. So there's 3,000
3,589 restaurants with 1 or more stars.
and 2,900 have 1 star?
About 2,900 have 1 star.
Oh my God.
And these are like interesting, weird estimates. But anyway, 488 to 503, 2 stars. 146 to 157 have 3 stars. So what did you say originally? You were kind of not that far
Said
off.
150.
Yeah, yeah. So you were almost pretty spot on if you were guessing just
3
3
stars.
stars. Yeah.
So it's 150-ish 3-star Michelin restaurants in the world.
Yes. Now, granted, that was 2024, so we'll see what happens when 2025 comes out. But yeah,
Cool.
I know, isn't that wild? So the other thing I wanted to, as we start to wrap up, the one thing I really wanted to know was like, what are the top ones of the 3 stars?
Let me guess some.
Just you can do that, but well, I mean, good luck first of all, because I haven't heard of any of these. It could not tell me, and I did ChatGPT. I was looking on Google on all the things. There's not really like a very specific certain like top 10 of the 3 stars, but there are some that
There's like notable.
I would say are noteworthy.
Yeah.
Could spotlight for like a bucket list type trip. So just go into it with that.
I only have a couple that I
in
would
mind.
even think of would be
Okay.
Central.
No.
Is there anything?
And
is there anything with Central in it?
No.
Really?
Mm-mm. But again, this is not like the top 10. So
Alinea?
Say that one more time.
Alinea?
In Chicago?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was number 3 on my list. So it's a
cool.
landmark American fine dining spot awarded 3 Michelin stars, known for very inventive theatrical cuisine.
Yeah, it's very like showy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good job. Any other ones?
I'm surprised Central isn't in there.
Again, this is a very loose
That was like
top 10.
I think
These
Central
are just
was like #1 restaurant in the world like last year, 2 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. So it could be on there. It kind of just
Noma.
No.
It might have been closed by then.
Yeah. All right. Want me to go through?
Is there any restaurant in Lima, in
No.
Peru?
Mm-mm.
Nothing in Peru?
No.
Crazy. There's like where all the restaurants are. It's probably something in Vegas.
I don't have one in Vegas.
Really?
either. No.
Any in New York?
This is
How
kind of
about 11 Madison?
No.
All right, go. What?
Okay, I'm starting to question my list now. Stop it. Again, this is like such a loose list. It was just really
Fair
like
enough. Okay,
these
which
are
ones do you have?
I think these ones are just based on like really I did have and I can
se?
put sources and stuff
no,
in
it's
here
New York.
too,
You know how many in New
but
York?
yeah, anyway, it depends on the sources here, but let me just go through these. Okay. So, one in our home of Italy, Osteria Francescana in Modena.
Okay.
So it is headed by Massimo Bottura and is an iconic Italian fine dining destination known for blending deep tradition, Emilia-Romagna region, with highly creative modern technique. So there's my Italy one. Next one is, I have to like switch my brain over to Spanish.
Where's it at?
Spain.
Well, yeah. Where?
I'll show you. How do you say it?
El Salar de Can Roca.
My brain's broken, but you don't pronounce the double E in Spanish.
No, it would be Salar.
Okay.
Salar.
Anyway, it's in Girona, Spain, and it's run by the 3 Roca brothers in Girona, Catalonia.
Catalonia.
Anyway.
So in Barcelona area.
Yeah. So this next one is called Frantzen. This is really bad. It's Swedish. I'm not
Oh, it's in Sweden?
Stockholm.
Really?
So it's Sweden's first and so far only
Yeah.
restaurant to receive 3 Michelin stars. It was awarded its 3rd star in 2018 and blends Nordic and Japanese cuisines.
That's common, yeah.
There we go.
Not Nordic, but like Japanese are like getting into everything cuisine wise.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Alinea, as you mentioned. Maemo, which is in Oslo. A Nordic exceptional cuisine example. So it's organic, wild produce, minimalistic setting. It's like, yeah, Maemo.
Pickled herring for everyone.
I got another Spain one, Disfrutar in
Oh,
Barcelona.
I've eaten
So it's
there.
ultra creative 3-star spot. Spain has a lot of Michelin stars,
Interesting. That's
apparently.
so, I mean, yeah. Like Vegas is like one of the most concentrated
Yeah.
Michelin starred
And
places
that
in the
was not
world.
on any. I don't know where this list came from. I think it was thinking of like, because we're so into Europe and stuff,
Off
it
the
was like
beaten path.
throwing a lot of yeah. Gola in Rome. And this is pretty cool. It's in like a pretty central area
Huh.
from some of the photos I saw. But
It's
yeah,
3 stars?
it's yep,
Huh.
has 3 Michelin stars and speaks to Italy's breadth of high-end dining. Number 8 on my list is the Ledbury in London.
Yeah, it sounds very British.
Yeah, one of the UK's few 3-star restaurants. The UK has fewer than France and Japan. So,
Hmm.
but it's
I
British
mean, you don't
ingredients and a
immediately
global
think
technique.
UK and think fine dining. I think meat
Wow,
pies and
okay. I
fish
see
and
that. I
chips.
don't know. I've been to London several times and could kind of see that I don't know.
I'm
It
sure they
has
have
it has its very posh areas. I
yeah,
don't
I'm
know.
sure they have nice places, but like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
So these next two, again, you guys, I'm apologizing in advance for pronunciation. Suki Yabashi Jiro, that is in Tokyo.
Mm,
It is a legendary sushi destination in Tokyo, and booking is extremely difficult.
I'd
It's
imagine.
kind of French Laundry vibes. Yeah. So it has some of the highest counts. Japan has some of the highest counts of 3-star restaurants globally.
Yeah, Japan's big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my last one on my list is also in Tokyo, and it's called Quintessence. It's creative cuisine with a strong sense of place and technique.
Yeah. Japan, like food and like they're really, really a service oriented
Yes.
like people.
I love that.
And so it doesn't surprise me that
Me too.
because everything they do, they do
It's
it
beautiful. It's so precise. It's very
they do it with a
detailed.
lot of
Like,
pride. Like everything they
yes.
do.
Yeah.
Like even from like the guy that picks, he's picking up trash. He does it
Mm-hmm.
the best he can do it.
Yeah.
They don't just like go through the motions.
Mm-hmm.
They do things properly with everything.
Intention.
Yeah, they
A lot
just
of
with
intention.
everything they do, it's just like I'm gonna be the best person at this, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whether it's making food, picking up trash, cleaning toilets, janitor, like they just like do things a different way, and it's just like they do it as good as they can do it day in and day out,
Appreciate that.
which
Good work ethic.
is not an American thing.
It's not. I want to, say all Americans are
Yeah.
lazy and all the things, but
As a nation,
we
no.
have a few things we could probably learn from
Yeah.
that. But anyway, so that was my very shoddy, apparently top 10 list.
I've only heard of a couple of those.
I
But
know.
it's fine.
Yeah, I think I was
There's
going for
150
a
of them.
few off the beaten path ones. And yeah, again, there's really, from what I could kind of see, and it's very subjective too, right? In terms
Sure.
of what would be considered the top of those 150 roughly 3-star
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
It depends. So yeah, those are some of the more global ones. But yes, you are right about Vegas. I've heard about that. Gordon Ramsay has
There's a
has
few
any
restaurants there.
well, I knew that. Are
He has Hell's Kitchen,
any of his Michelin?
and then he has
Michelin, is that a word?
He does have Michelin starred restaurants, but I don't know where they're at. All over, I'm imagining.
I'm gonna do just like a really
He has
quick
like
little thing.
a burger joint. Like
He's
he loves
earned
burgers.
wow. He's earned 17 Michelin stars throughout his career and currently holds 8.
Mm-hmm.
He is the first Scottish chef to earn 3 stars.
I know he was Scottish.
I didn't either. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Wow. I learned something too. I thought he was British. Anyway, he has his flagship restaurant, Gordon Ramsay in London,
Yeah.
held 3 stars for over 22 years. Wow. He also has 2 Michelin starred restaurants. Oh God, more French. Le Pressoir d'Argent, Gordon Ramsay in Bordeaux. Sorry, guys. And 1-starred Petrus by Gordon Ramsay in London. And Restaurant 1890 in London.
Cool.
And Au Trianon in Versailles has 1 star. There you go.
Weird place.
I know. I think that's super cool. Man, he has so many restaurants. It's crazy. Anyway, that's my history.
Great.
On the Michelin Guide. I don't know about you, but I learned things researching that. So
I'm hungry.
Meanwhile, I like Mexican food tonight, which, listen.
Mexico City, big deal.
That's actually that is we were talking about Mexico
Mhm.
City recently. That's on
Big
my
food
list.
town,
There, and speaking of Japan,
Tokyo.
more and more by the day I want to go to Japan. If anybody here listening has been to Japan, has like recommendations for Japan, anything, we gotta go.
Yeah, I'd go to
It looks
Japan for
just
sure.
so cool. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Hopefully you learned a little something along the way, or if nothing else, just enjoyed listening to us ramble. So we will see you guys in next week's episode.
Cheers.